Hi everyone, I am so excited because my friend Christine, the Bedazzled Buddhist here on YouTube, was so kind and sent me, this is what I'm going to be playing with today, the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette, defining neutrals, and this is what it looks like. I am so excited. She also sent the Viseart Petite Fours Violet. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. That's what that looks like. And then I didn't know about that she was gonna send over these two Tom Ford perfumes, but they're little sample perfumes. So I am so excited. Okay, she got a Beautylish Lucky Bag, and in it they had these two palettes, and she already had them. So she was so kind to think of me and send them to me. Thank you so much, Christine. If you're new here, my name is Carolyn. And this video is just gonna be like a chill, get ready with me, hang out with me while I do my makeup type video, trying out the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. So I'm gonna clip my hair back. If you didn't know, if you aren't familiar, which I'm super late to the game on this one, so I'm sure the majority of you already know about this palette, but this side is a pomade and this side is a powder, and you're supposed to be able to use this for your whole face and as eyeshadow too. I've actually been wanting to try this since it first came out, but I just haven't gotten around to buying it. I probably wouldn't have gotten it myself. So thank you so much, Christine, again. I am so thankful to Christine for this. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows first. Which one should I do? I think I'm gonna do the darker shade, the shade Sculpted on my tail end of the brow, and then the shade Stone for the front of my brow. So I have this bald spot scar thing here that I want to get covered up. So far I really like the way this is applying. I feel like I have the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, which is decluttered to me by another friend, Amy. I've already talked about it all on my channel, but I just have the best friends on YouTube. But anyway, I feel like this applies just as well as that. I could probably see myself using this like every time I do my makeup just because it's so handy. But we'll see. I mean, I barely started trying it. I've just heard so many people talking who have it. I haven't heard anyone who has it not say that it's one of their most used palettes. Like everyone who has it, I've seen, that I've watched their videos, they said it's one of their most used palettes. So, because it's a lot more than just an eyeshadow palette. And you can, so yeah, you can use it on your eyes as eyeshadow and the rest of your face. Now I'm gonna set it with the powder that's on the same powder. I wiped my brush off. I'm wiping my brush off again, and then I'm going into the Stone shade again for the front of my brows. I just like to kind of, if I have the option, kind of do a lighter shade in the front and a darker shade on the tail, just because it gives it more, like, not so harsh looking effect, but it still gives a still defines the outer portion I don't know if that makes any sense. Oh, and I have a layer of foundation on. But that's all I have on is just foundation. I haven't set it or anything. So the eyebrows are done. I normally do my eyeshadow first. Should I do my eyes first? Well, I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna put this sandstone shade. I'm gonna try it on my eyelids to see if it's a good. I'm gonna use it as like a primer and maybe as a concealer if it's a right shade match for me, but should at least work as a primer. And I'm using the Laura Faye F24. And that seems like a good shade match. It just kind of looked a little bit yellow in the pan, but I feel like it's a good color for me. But, well, actually that does look pretty yellow. So I might not use it. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too yellow, but that's the lightest shade. So I think I'm gonna have to bring in a different concealer, but that's fine. So, but it does, well, we'll see. I think it's supposed to work well as an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just kind of thinking, should I do my eyes first or my face? Because I normally do my eyeshadow first because of fallout, but I'm just gonna do my eyeshadow first. I think it's gonna be weird doing an all matte look. I'm also excited to try the Viseart little quad because I've heard great things about Viseart and I like the colors in that one. I'm gonna try to do cream eyeshadow and then set it with the powder. So gosh, what should I do? What should I do? I'll start with chiseled to kind of define my crease a little bit. Wow, it is a really nice formula so far from what I'm gathering. Like, it's easy, the pomade is easy to work with and blend, which is really nice. I'm just so excited to have this palette. Like, I didn't realize like how much I wanted it until it was offered to me, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So this is just giving me like a defined crease. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. So I didn't say, but I was using the Profusion pointed crease brush. This looks like this. I really like these Profusion brushes. You can get them from the Profusion website. I got mine from Amazon. I think they have some at Walmart. These are the best drugstore brushes. I like these better than e.l.f. brushes. And yeah, these are really good brushes. I use them just as much as like my more expensive brushes. I think that they perform really well, so I highly recommend those. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into the shade Harvest. Or should I should set Chiseled. actually with the powder portion. Oh yeah, that really adds some pigment. So I think that looks good. The thing is when I do it on my face, I'm not gonna probably use the powder portion on my face because the pan is so small for the shadows. I'm gonna take this fluffy blending brush and just go very lightly around the edges. So if you have this palette, what do you think of it? Do you really like it, or I don't know, I'm just curious because I haven't heard anyone give it a bad review. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this firm blending eyeshadow brush. It's a little bit more flat than this one. I think this is more rounded and this is more like oval, pinched. It's like pinched at the end, whereas this one isn't. I'm gonna go into the shade Harvest with this brush. And yeah, I think the formula is really good. I can see why people really like this palette. I don't have very many neutral palettes, but I think this will probably be like my most used neutral palette. I'm curious to see like how much I end up using it. Okay, now I'm going to use the shade Bark in the outer corner. Going in with this Blend Bunny B1 brush. Okay, now I'm going to take my Sigma E55 shading brush and I'm going to go in with Sandstone. Now I'm going to do some liner. I'm just using the same brush I'd use for my brows. I need more angled brushes. But yeah, I'm going to go in with the black, the Sculpt Tourmaline. And I'm going to start with the pomade and then I'm going to set that with powder. So I don't know. This is my mirror. It gets in frame sometimes. Hopefully that doesn't annoy anyone. And I'm just getting as close to my lash line as possible. A little bit thicker at the end. Because I always like to do a winged eyeliner. And I have to like pull my eye a little bit just to get it like, I don't know, I can never do it without pulling my eye a little bit. Okay, so that looks like. Okay, I wiped my brush down. I'm going in with the powder side. And I'm just gonna, this part I'm just gonna stamp on. Because I'm just trying to set the cream part. Okay, that's one side. Okay, so I'm gonna use regular eyeliner for my waterline, or for my tight line. I like this Milani Stay Put eyeliner in After Dark, and I just put that up here. And then I like to layer my mascaras, starting with the L'Oreal Telescopic and then finishing up with L'Oreal Voluminous. I really like this mascara for lengthening, and then the Voluminous one for volumizing. The reasons I do my eyeshadow first is fallout, like powder falling all over my face, but also I get mascara without fail underneath my eyes. I don't even put mascara underneath on my bottom lashes, but just me blinking, I get mascara everywhere. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer for my under eyes. I watch a lot of Nikki LaRose videos. I love her channel. I learn so much from her. If you don't watch her videos, I highly recommend. I'm sure a lot of you already do because she has way more subscribers than I do. So she has like, I don't know, 500,000 I think, or maybe even more. She has a lot of subscribers, so she's well known, but she has a lot of in-depth tutorials. And anyway, she was saying that, and she's a makeup artist, so like, and she works on celebrities, and so she's very knowledgeable when it comes to makeup. And she was saying that you want to put mascara here and here because it creases the most right here, so you don't want to put the most product here. You want to put it here and here. So I learned that from her. I watch her videos a lot because I just learned so much from her. I've even watched some of her tutorials like more than once. Now I'm gonna, you know what, I'm actually gonna set my under eyes, just so that they don't crease. And I'm just using my Wet n Wild photo focus. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like contour, so let's see. I guess chiseled makes sense to do that for contour. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with chiseled, and I'm gonna use a smaller brush and then blend it out with a bigger brush. I'm just using this. This is what I always use for cream bronzer. Actually, it's the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, which I could not imagine using this on my crease. Like, I could see myself setting, like putting primer on with this maybe, but anyway, I oftentimes don't use brushes for what they're intended for, like what they're supposed to be used as. So I'm thinking this is gonna be like a good contour. I have all these baby hairs and then yeah, like I said, I'm gonna blend it out with another brush. So don't worry. Not that any of you were probably worried. And then yeah, I'm just kind of chiseling out. I kind of put it up a little bit higher than my normal my cheekbone, just so when I blend it out it doesn't go further down, because I don't know what I have here. It must be like acne scarring or something. It just can look really muddy right here if I do that. See, I have it more on this side than this side, but anyway, I just like to, when I do my contour bronzer type stuff, I always put it like either like right on my cheekbone or right above it, so that when I blend it out, it's in a good place. So it's not lower. So I'm gonna blend it out. I don't really do my jawline and stuff because I don't have a good jawline. I guess that's why you would want to do it, but I feel like whenever I do it, it looks like I don't know how to blend my makeup. It just looks like makeup. So I don't know. But you know, I haven't tried in a while, so maybe it'd be different now. I don't know. Okay. So that's what that's looking like. I think it's like I think it's a really nice kind of cream contour type of product. I really like that. I think I'm going to use that a lot. There's not really a product in there that I can see myself using as a blush, or there's not really a shade in there that I can see myself using as a blush, so I'm going to use this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Cruel Intentions, and I just kind of get it on my finger and pat it out. And it looks like a lot, but when I blend it out, I don't know, it just kind of blends out usually nicely. See, it blends out pretty nice. It looks like a lot when I apply it, because if I just apply like that much, it blends out into nothing. So I kind of apply a lot initially, so when it blends out, it looks good. And I'm just blending it out with this angled kabuki brush. See? Okay. I really like how it's all looking. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna set my face and use some powder products now. Oh. I think I got too much powder on my brush. And I always blend the foundation on my neck, so that's why I always kind of set my neck. I just can't stand the feeling of makeup, like unset makeup, where you can feel it, like if you touch your face or something. Not that I really touch my face. I don't know. There's just something about tacky makeup that I just can't stand. I don't know what it is, because I really don't touch my face very much, so. But if I do and I still haven't set my foundation, it always like leaves a mark, so I have to like blend it out and then powder it. I'm gonna be using my AOA bronzer powder. It's just the closest one to me, and I'm really excited to get, like, when we can get my beauty room in order, like get the shelving I want, and like I want other makeup organizer type stuff, because I want to get like acrylic organizers, because my makeup is just very unorganized. It's all just like piled up in a drawer right now. Okay, I have this BH Cosmetics blush quad thing, and I kind of just usually mix these two sometimes. Well, I use all of them, but for today I'm gonna mix these two. And then for blush, I like to use this Profusion round tapered powder blush. I think it's a good size for blush, for me anyway. And I just pat it and then kind of buff it a little bit, just the edges. Okay. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with the Nabla Skin glazing powder in Privilege. I love this highlighter. Just think it looks so pretty. I don't know if that's like picking up on my phone camera, but I love the way highlighter looks, and when you move your face and how it just catches the light. It's so pretty. I'm gonna add more. Okay. Oh, I like to do under my eyes. I'm gonna just do that real quick. I'm gonna take this Sigma short shader brush. I use it for smudging things underneath my eyes. And then what shade did I use? I'm gonna use Bark. I'm gonna blend it out with Harvest, the powder portion. I use the cream first. Probably should use a more fluffy brush. I'm gonna use the same brush I used for my crease to blend this out, because this is the color I used in the crease. I always like to use like the darkest shadow I used, and then under my eyes, like do kind of stamp it on right up my lash line and blend it out with the crease shade I used. I find it just really kind of balances everything. Okay, doing that over here. Some final touches for the eyes, and then we'll move on to lips. I'm going to use, where is it? This cream gel liner, nude shade from ColourPop. It's in Honey Dude. And I just like to put that on my bottom waterline. It just kind of brightens up. You can, it's a subtle difference, but you can see the difference. Oh, and then I'm gonna do Benefit Highbrow in my inner corners. I love this pencil. I use it seriously every time I do my makeup now since I've had it. It was in the makeup stuff from Amy. Now I'm gonna do my lips. So, gosh, I feel like I feel like this might be a situation because where I do my liner with this palette and then put something else on, because I just feel like I'm not sure if any of these are good lip colors for me, but I at least want a line, so I'll do Desert. I haven't actually used this shade. I'm gonna take this Blend Bunny B2 brush. I think right now it's my best option for like what I want to do, what I'm thinking of doing. So I'm gonna just, that tickles. Kind of matches my shirt. I'm going to just take some lip gloss. This is Buxom Dolly, and hopefully this goes. Maybe I should use a brown color. I wiped off the gloss, or patted it off a little bit. Sorry, I think I want to go in with the shade Sassy from ColourPop. It's like a glossy lipstick. It's kind of weird though, because it's darker than the lip liner. Maybe I should go back in. I think I might use the shade Harvest. I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And Harvest is like a little bit darker, but because I used this shade initially, and then I went in with this shade, so. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm so excited. I really like this palette. I've used like almost all the shades except for, I think, just these two I didn't use, which is Mirage and Core. But I can see myself using this a lot, getting a lot of use out of this. I really enjoy it. I will continue using it, and at some point it'll be in a ranking, I'm sure, or something. I haven't been doing my monthly rankings. I feel like when I get everything a little bit more organized in here, I will start doing those again. It feels a little bit more chaotic than I would like it to feel in here, so I haven't been like tracking everything like I used to do. Like I used to write down the eyeshadow palettes I used and stuff for the month. Anyway, I will definitely do like an end of the year ranking though, and probably give a review or something before then. But if you want to hear my thoughts about it as I use it more, subscribe. But as far as first impressions go, I really like it. I'm so excited to have it. thank you so much, Christine, and I'm really excited to try out the Viseart one. I find like purple looks really good on me, as a purple eyeshadow looks really flattering on me. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much again, Christine. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!